बोले उमापति महादेव की। नमः पार्वती पतये। हर 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 महादेव शंभो। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। वंदे देवमुमापतिं सुरगुरुं वंदे जगत्कारणं वंदे पन्नगभूषणं मृगधरां वंदे पशूनां पतिं वंदे सूर्यशशाङ्कवाहननयनं वंदे मुकुन्दप्रियं वंदे भक्तजनाश्रयं च वरदं वंदे शिवं शङ्करं भवानी शङ्करो वंदे श्रद्धा विश्वास्य रूपिणं यभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धा स्वान्तास्तमीश्वरं वंदे बोधमयं नित्यं गुरु शङ्कर रूपिणं यभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धा स्वान्तास्तमीश्वरम्। श्री भवानी शंकर शिवाय नमः। भवानी शंकर मंदिरे कार्तिकेय सुब्रह्मण्य स्वामिने नमः। गणपति स्वामिने नमः। ध्यानं समर्पयामि नमः। ओम तस्मै नमः परम कारण कारणाय दीप्तो ज्वल ज्वलत पिंगल लोचनाय नागेन्द्रहार कृतकुंडलभूषणाय ब्रह्मेन्द्र विष्णु वरदाय नमः शिवाय। अन्नपूर्णे सदा पूर्णे शंकर प्राणवल्लभे ज्ञान वैराग्य सिद्ध्यार्थं भिक्षां देहि च पार्वती माता च पार्वती देवी पिता देवो महेश्वरा बांधव शिव भक्तस्य सर्वना भुवनेश्वरा। श्री भवानी शंकर भगवान अन्नपूर्ण देवी पार्वती माता गणपति भगवान कार्तिकेय सुब्रह्मण्य स्वामिने नमः। ध्यानं समर्पयामि नमः। यजमान जन्म नामधेयस्य बृजभूषण नामधेयस्य निर्मला नामधेयस्य हिमानि नाम निर्वाणी नाम उमा नाम कमल नामधेयस्य नामधेयस्य इंद्राणी नामधेयस्य सपरिवार नामधेयस्य everybody call your name सर्वकुटुंब नामधेयस्य भवानी शंकर मंदिरे ध्यानं समर्पयामि नमः। ओम पाधयो पाधयामि नमः। ओम पाधयो पाधयामि नमः। ओम उष्णोरकं निर्मलं च सर्वसौगन्ध संयुक्तं भारप्रचालनार्थाय दत्तं ते प्रतिगृह्यतां गणपतये नमः। पाद्यं अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि नमः। अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि नमः। ओम महागं गणपतये नमः। अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि नमः। आचमनीयं समर्पयामि नमः। महाशंभवे नमः। आचमनीयं समर्पयामि नमः। कार्तिकेय सुब्रह्मण्य स्वामिने नमः। ओम गं गणपतये नमः। पंचामृतमहास्नानं च तुभ्यं नमः। ओम पाधयो पाधयामि नमः। पया पृथिव्यां पय ओषधीषु पयो दिव्यन्तरिक्षे पयोधाः पयस्वती प्रदिशा सन्तु मह्यं पयस्नानं समर्पयामि नमः। हर 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 महादेव शंभो। काशी विश्वनाथ भगवान की जय। ओम Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Everybody clasp your hands. Om. Bhuvan, get ready for the dhyanam. Om Bhavani Shankaro Vande Saddha Viswasya Rupinam Yabhyam Vinana Pashyanti Siddha Swanta Sameshwaram Maha Harihi Om Bhavani Shankaraye Namaha Namo Bhavaya Cha Rudraye Cha Namah Sarvaya Cha Pashupataye Cha Om Shambhave Namaha Shashi Shekharaye Namaha. What is this? Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shambhave Namaha. Annapurna Divye Namaha. Mahadevaye Namah. Annapurne Sada Purne Shankara Prana Vallabhe Jnana Vairagya Siddhyatam Bhiksham Dehi Cha Parvati. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Bhavanishwarye cha vidmahi Shankaraya dhimahi Tanna Shiva prachodayat. Bhavani Shankar Yantra Ashtada Mahayantra Pujanam Karishye Namaha. Sorry. Om Deepam Darsayami Namaha. Om Chandrama Manaso Jataha Chaksho Suryo Vajayata Mukhadindrasya Agnisya Pranadvayurajayata Deepam Darsayami Namaha. Thali. Oh, the thali. Deepam
Darsayami Namaha.
Om Maha Shambhave Namaha. Om Chandrama Manaso Jataha Chaksho Suryo Vajayata Mukhadindrasya Agnisya Pranadvayurajayatam. Om Deepa Darsayami Namaha. Shambhave Namaha. Om Shambhave Namaha. Om Shambhave Namaha. Dhupadipa Nivaranaye Namaha. Sugandha Snanam Chatubhyam Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraye Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च हर हर महादेवाय नमः ॐ शम्भवे नमः अन्नपूर्णाश्वरी दिव्ये नमः महाकाटिके सुब्रह्मण्यं स्वामिने नमः अस्य श्री महाघं गणपतये नमः ॐ महाघं गणपतये नमः श्रीनिवासाय नमः कार्तिके सुब्रह्मण्य स्वामिने नमः एकदन्ताय नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 हर 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 महादेव 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 हर 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 महादेव 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 भवानी शंकर भगवान की
जय।
ध्यानं समर्पयामि नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ध्यानम् ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय
ॐ अथात्मानं शिवात्मानं श्रीरुद्ररूपं ध्यायेत् शुद्धस्फटिकसङ्काशं त्रिनेत्रं पञ्चवक्त्रकं गङ्गाधरं दशभुजं सर्वाभरणभूषितं नीलग्रीवं शशाङ्काङ्कं नागयज्ञोपवीतिनं व्याघ्रचर्मोत्तरीयं च वरेण्यमभयप्रदं कमण्डलवक्षसूत्राणां धारिणं शूलपाणिनं ज्वलन्तं पिङ्गलजटा शिखामुद्योतधारिणं वृषस्कन्धसमारूढम् उमादेहार्धधारिणम् अमृतेन प्लुतं शान्तं दिव्यभोगसमन्वितं दिग्देवतासमायुक्तं सुरासुरं नमस्कृतं नित्यं च शाश्वतं शुद्धं ध्रुवमक्षरमव्ययं सर्वव्यापिनमीशानं रुद्रं वै विश्वरूपिणम् एवं ध्यात्वा द्विजः सम्यकं ततो यजनमारभेत् अथातो रुद्रस्नानार्चनाभिषेकविधिं व्याख्यास्यामः। आदित्येव तीर्थे स्नात्वा उदेतशुचिः प्रयतो ब्रह्मचारी शुक्रवास देवाभिमुखस्थित्वा आत्मनि देवता स्थापयेत्। प्रजनने ब्रह्मा तिष्ठतु, पादयोर्विष्णुस्तिष्ठतु, हस्तयोर्हरस्तिष्ठतु, बाहोरिन्द्रस्तिष्ठतु, जठरे अग्निस्तिष्ठतु, हृदये शिवस्तिष्ठतु, कण्ठे वसवस्तिष्ठन्तु, वक्रे सरस्वती तिष्ठतु, नासिकयोर्वायुस्तिष्ठतु, नयनयोश्चन्द्रादित्यौ तिष्ठेतां, कर्णयोरश्विनौ तिष्ठेतां, ललाटे रुद्रास्तिष्ठन्तु, मूर्ध्नि आदित्यास्तिष्ठन्तु, शिरसि महादेवस्तिष्ठतु, शिखायां वामदेवस्तिष्ठतु, पृष्ठे पिनाकी तिष्ठतु, पुरतः शूली तिष्ठतु, पार्श्वयोः शिवाशङ्करौ तिष्ठेतां, सर्वतो वायुस्तिष्ठतु, ततो बहिः सर्वतोऽग्निज्वालामालापरिवृतस्तिष्ठतु, सर्वे शङ्गेषु सर्वा देवता यथास्थानं तिष्ठन्तु, मां रक्षन्तु। अग्निर्मे वाचश्रितः वाग्हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि, वायुर्मे प्राणे श्रितः प्राणो हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि, सूर्यो मे चक्षुषि श्रुतः चक्षुर्हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि, चन्द्रमा मे मनसि श्रितः मनो हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि, दिशो मे श्रोत्रे श्रिताः श्रोत्रगुं हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि, आपो मे रेतसि श्रिताः रेतो हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि, पृथिवी मे शरीरे श्रिताः शरीरगुं हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि, औषधिवनस्पतयो मे लोमसु श्रिताः लोमानि हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि, इन्द्रो मे बले श्रितः बलगुं हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि, पर्जन्यो मे मूर्ध्नि श्रितः मूर्धा हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि, ईशानो मे मन्यो श्रितः मन्युर्हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि, आत्मा आत्मनि श्रितः आत्मा हृदये हृदयं मयि अहममृते अमृतं ब्रह्मणि, पुनर्म आत्मा पुनरायुरागात् पुनः प्राणः पुनराकूतमागात्, वैश्वानरो रश्मिभिर्वावृद्धानः अन्तस्तिष्ठत्वमृतस्य गोपाः, अस्य श्रीरुद्राध्याय प्रश्नमहामन्त्रस्य अघोरऋषिः अनुष्टुप्छन्दः शङ्करशनमूर्तिस्वरूपो योऽसावादित्यः परमपुरुषः स एष रुद्रो देवता, नमः शिवायेति बीजं शिवतरायेति शक्तिः महादेवायेति कीलकं, श्रीसाम्ब सदाशिवप्रसादसिद्ध्यर्थे जपे विनियोगः। ओम अग्निहोत्रात्मने अंगुष्ठाभ्यां नमः, दर्शपूर्णमासात्मने तर्जनीभ्यां नमः, चातुर्मास्यात्मने मध्यमाभ्यां नमः, निरूढपशुबन्धात्मने अनामिकाभ्यां नमः, ज्योतिष्ठोमात्मने
कनिष्ठिकाभ्यां नमः,
सर्वकृत्वात्मने करतरकरपृष्ठाभ्यां नमः, अग्निहोत्रात्मने हृदयाय नमः, दर्शपूर्णमासात्मने शिरसे स्वाहा, चातुर्मास्यात्मने शिखाये वषटं, निरूढपशुबन्धात्मने कवचायहं, ज्योतिष्ठोमात्मने नेत्रत्रयाय वौषटं, सर्वकृत्वात्मने अस्त्राय फटं, भूर्भुवस्सवरोमिति दिग्बन्धः। ध्यानम्
आपातालनभस्थलान्तभवना ब्रह्मादिवा ज्योतिस्फातिकलिङ्गमौलिविलसत्पूर्णेन्दुवान्तामृतैः अस्तोकामृतमेकमीशमनिशन् रुद्रानुवाङ्काञ्जपन्न, ध्याये दीप्सितसिद्धये ध्रुवपदं विप्रोऽभिषिञ्चेच्छिवं, ब्रह्माण्डव्याप्तदेहा भजत हिमरुचा भासमाना भुजङ्गैः, कण्ठे कालः कपर्दाकलितशशिकलाश्चन्दकोदन्दहस्ताः, त्रयक्षा रुद्राक्षमालः प्रकटितविभव शाम्भवा मूर्तिभेदा, रुद्रा श्रीरुद्रसूक्तप्रकटितविभव नः प्रयच्छन्तु सौख्यम्।
ॐ गणानां त्वा
गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः
सीदसादनं महागणपतये नमः सञ्च मे मयश्च मे प्रियं च मेनुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सोमनसश्च मे भद्रञ्च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणञ्च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वञ्च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रं च मे सूश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे सीरञ्च मे दयश्च मृतञ्च मे मृतञ्च मे यक्ष्मं च मे नामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वञ्च मे नमित्रञ्च मे भयञ्च मे सुगञ्च मे शयनञ्च मे सुषा च मे सुदिनञ्च मे
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ
नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यव उतोत इषवे नमः
नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः
यातः इषुः शिवतमा शिवं बभूवते धनुः
तया नस्तन्वा शन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिशाकशीः
यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्षस्तवे शिवां गिरित्रतां
कुर्माहि वंशीः पुरुषं जगत शिवेन वचसां त्वां गिरिचाचावधामसिः यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगलक्ष्मगुं सुमना असता अध्यवोदधिभक्तां प्रथमोदेभ्योऽभिषेकः अहीगन्तु सर्वान् जम्भयन्तु सर्वान्
यातु धान्यहम् असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रुताः सहस्रशो वैशागुं हेड ईमहे असौ यौ वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नदहार्यः उतैनं तानि सदृष्टो मृदयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानोऽहं तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोराट्नियोर्जां याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वपाम् अवतत्य धनुस्तगं सहस्राक्षसते जुधे निशील्य शल्यानामुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विज्यं धनुः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आभोरस्य निषङ्गतिः याते हेतिर्मीढुष्टमहस्ते बभूवते धनुः यस्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजं नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायानातताय धृष्णवे भाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः तिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितं शम्भवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकालाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशां च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय तुषीमते पथीनां पतये नमो नमो पभ्रुषाय विव्याधिनेन्नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तताविने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमः रोहिताय स्थपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृतायोषधीनां पतये नमो नमः उच्चैर्घोषाय कृन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृष्णवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निव्याधिन आव्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिने एस्तेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिन इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्थायूनां पतये नमो नमो निचैरवे परिचरायारण्यानां पतये नमो नमः श्रीकाव्यभ्यो जिह्वागुं सभ्यो मुष्णतां पतये नमो नमो सिमद्भ्यो नक्तञ्चरभ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नमः उष्णीशने गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नमः इषिमद्भ्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्येभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः शिष्टभ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्यो अश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नम आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः उगणाभ्यस्त्रगुंहतीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो कृत्सेभ्यो कृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः सङ्गृहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सक्षद्भ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषुकृभ्यो धन्वकृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयुभ्यः श्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः शभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः सर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च व्युप्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च पिविष्टाय च नमो मीढुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे चाजिराय च नमः शीघ्रियाय च शीभ्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय चावसान्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठ्याय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय चापगल्भाय च नमो च घन्याय च बुध्नियाय च नमः सोभ्याय च परिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः ऊर्व्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय च वसान्याय च नमः वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिस्रवाय च नमः आशुसेनाय चासुरथाय च नमः सूराय चापभिन्दते च नमो नमो वर्मिने च वरुथिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिने एषु धिमते चेषु धिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णे च वेचायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पथ्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईध्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्मियाय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः संगाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयोभवे च नमः
शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय
च नमः स्थित्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाद्याय च नमः षष्प्याय च फेन्याय च नमः त्रिकत्याय च वाह्याय च नमः हिरण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयनाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमः स्तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागुं सव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हृद्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्व्याय च सूर्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय पर्णशद्याय च नमोपगुर्मानाय चाभिघ्नते च नमो नम आखितते च प्रक्षितते च नमो व किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नम आनिर्हतेभ्यो नम आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहित येषां पुरुषाणामेषां पशूनामाभिर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत् या ते रुद्रशिवात्तनु शिवा विश्वाः भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृदजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपद्दिने क्षयुद्धीराय प्रभरामहे मतिं यथा नः समसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रोतनो मयस्कृधी क्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधीमते यच्छञ्चयोश्च मरुराय चे पिता तधस्याम तव रुद्रप्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितं मानो वधिः पितरं मोत मातरं प्रिया मानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीरिषः मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामिनो वधीः विश्वन्तो नमसा विधेमते आरात्ते गोघ्न उत पौरुषघ्ने क्षयद्वीराय सं नमस्मे ते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधि च देव ब्रूह्यधा च न सर्वयच्छति बर्हाः स्तुहि श्रुतं गर्तसदं युवानं मृगन्न भीममुपहत्नुमुग्रं मृडाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मिन्निव पन्तुसेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्विनक्तु परित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरामगवद्भ्यस्तनुष्वमीढ्वस्तोकायतनयाय मृदय मीढुष्टमशिवतमा शिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निधाय कृत्यं वसान आचर्पिनाकं बिभ्रदागहिं विकिरीदविलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुं हेतयोन्यमस्मिन्निव पन्तुताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृधि सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्यां तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन्महत्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठा सर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठाधिपगुं रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्मिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिपतो जनान् ये पथां पतिरक्षय ऐलभृदायव्युतः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति श्रिकावन्तो निषङ्गिनः ये तावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रापितस्थिरे तेषागुं सहस्रयो जने वधन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणादश प्रतीचीर्दशोदीचीर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृदयन्तु तेयं दुष्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं वोचं भेदधामि त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धना मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नो यो अप्सूय औषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वाभुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु तमुष्टुहि यस्विषु सुधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वा आमहे सो मनसाय रुद्रं नमो भेर्देवमसुरं दुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवान् अयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेषजो यगं शिवाभिमर्शनः ये ते सहस्रमयुतं पाशा मृत्योमर्त्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः तेनान्येनाप्यायस्वां नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि सदाशिवों ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ अग्ना विष्णु सजोषसेमा वर्धन्तु वाङ्गिरः द्युम्नेर्वाचेभिरागतं वाजश्च मे प्रसवश्च मे प्रयतिश्च मे प्रसितिश्च मे धीतिश्च मे कृतश्च मे स्वरश्च मे श्लोकश्च मे श्रावश्च मे ज्योतिश्च मे सुवश्च मे श्लोकश्च मे श्रावश्च मे श्रुतिश्च मे ज्योतिश्च मे सुवश्च मे प्राणश्च मे पानश्च मे व्यानश्च मे सुश्च मे चित्तञ्च म आधीतञ्च मे वाक्च मे मनश्च मे चक्षुश्च मे श्रोत्रञ्च मे दक्षश्च म बलञ्च म ओजश्च मे सहश्च म आयुश्च मे जरा च म आत्मा च मे तनुश्च मे शर्म च मे वर्म च मेऽङ्गानि च मे स्थानि च मे परुगुंसि च मे शरीराणि च मे ज्येष्ठ्यञ्च म आधिपत्यञ्च मे मन्युश्च मे भामश्च मे मश्च मे भश्च मे जेमा च मे महिमा च मे वरिमा च मे पृथिमा च मे वर्ष्मा च मे द्राघुया च मे वृद्धञ्च मे वृद्धिश्च मे सत्यञ्च मे श्रद्धा च मे जगच्च मे धनञ्च मे वसश्च मे तुषश्च मे क्रीडा च मे मोदश्च मे जातञ्च मे जमिष्यमानञ्च मे सूक्तञ्च मे सुकृतञ्च मे वित्तञ्च मे वेद्यञ्च मे भूतञ्च मे भविष्यच्च मे सुगञ्च मे सुपथञ्च म रिद्धञ्च म रिद्धिश्च मे क्लप्तञ्च मे क्लप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे शञ्च मे मयश्च मे प्रियं च मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सोमनसश्च मे भद्रञ्च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणञ्च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वञ्च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रं च मे सूश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे सीरञ्च मे लयश्च मृतञ्च मे मृतञ्च मे यक्ष्मं च मे नाम यच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वञ्च मे नमित्रञ्च मे भयञ्च मे सुगञ्च मे शयनञ्च मे सूषा च मे सुदिनञ्च मे ऊर्च मे सुमृता च मे पयश्च मे रसश्च मे घृतञ्च मे मधु च मे सग्धिश्च मे सपीतिश्च मे कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे चैत्रञ्च म औभित्यञ्च मे रयश्च मे रायश्च मे पुष्टञ्च मे पुष्टिश्च मे विभुच मे प्रभुच मे बहुच मे भूयश्च मे पूर्णञ्च मे पूर्णतरञ्च मे क्षितिश्च मे कूयवाश्च मे नञ्च मे क्षुच्च मे व्रीहयश्च मे यवाश्च मे माशाश्च मे तिलाश्च मे मुद्गाश्च मे खल्वाश्च मे गोधूमाश्च मे मसुराश्च मे प्रियङ्गवश्च मे नवश्च मे श्यामाकाश्च मे नीवाराश्च मे अस्मा च मे मृत्तिका च मे गिरयश्च मे पर्वताश्च मे सिकताश्च मे वनस्पतयश्च मे हिरण्यञ्च मे यश्च मे सीसञ्च मे तपश्च मे श्यामञ्च मे लोहञ्च मेऽग्निश्च म आपश्च मे विरुधश्च म औषधयश्च मे कृष्टपच्यञ्च मे कृष्टपच्यञ्च मे ग्राम्याश्च मे पशव आरण्याश्च यज्ञेन कल्पन्तां वित्तञ्च मे वित्तिश्च मे भूतञ्च मे भूतिश्च मे वसुच मे वसतिश्च मे कर्म च मे शक्तिश्च मे अर्थश्च म एमश्च म इतिश्च मे गतिश्च मे अग्निश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे सोमश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे सविता च म इन्द्रश्च मे सरस्वती च म इन्द्रश्च मे पूषा च म इन्द्रश्च मे बृहस्पतिश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे मित्रश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे वरुणश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे त्वष्टा च म इन्द्रश्च मे धाता च म इन्द्रश्च मे विष्णुश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे श्विनो च म इन्द्रश्च मे मरुतश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे विश्वे च मे देवा इन्द्रश्च मे पृथिवी च म इन्द्रश्च मे तरिक्षं च म इन्द्रश्च मे द्यौश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे दिशश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे मूर्धा च म इन्द्रश्च मे प्रजापतिश्च म इन्द्रश्च मे अगुंसुश्च मे रश्मिश्च मेदाभ्यश्च मेऽधिपतिश्च म उपागुंसुश्च मेऽन्तर्यामश्च म ऐन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावरुणश्च मे आश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्थी च म आग्रयणश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे
If you have finished haldi jal, you can sit down now. All those who finish haldi, you can sit down. This is the final round of haldi.
वैश्वानरश्च मे ऋतग्राह्याश्च मे तिग्राह्याश्च मे ऐन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्वदीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च म आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पार्थिवतश्च मे हार्योजनश्च मे इद्मश्च मे बर्हिश्च मे वेदिश्च मे धिष्णियाश्च मे सृचश्च मे चमसाश्च मे ग्रावानश्च मे स्वरवश्च म उपरवाश्च मे धिषवने च मे द्रोणकलशश्च मे वायव्यानि च मे पूतभृच्च म आधवनेयश्च म आग्नेयीध्रञ्च मे हविद्धानञ्च मे गृहाश्च मे सदश्च मे पुरोडासाश्च मे पशताश्च मे बभृतश्च मे स्वगाकारश्च मे अग्निश्च मे घर्मश्च मेर्कश्च मे सूर्यश्च मे प्राणश्च मे स्वमेधश्च मे पृथिवी च मे दितिश्च मे द्यौश्च मे शक्वरीरङ्गलयो दिशश्च मे यज्ञेन कल्पन्तामृक्ष मे स्नाम च मे स्तोमश्च मे यजुश्च मे दीक्षा च मे तपश्च मे ऋतश्च मे व्रतं च मे होरात्रयोर्वृष्ट्या बृहद्रथन्तरे च मे यज्ञेन कल्पेताम् गर्भाश्च मे वत्साश्च मे त्रिविश्च मे त्रियवी च मे दित्यवाच्च मे दित्यौही च मे पञ्चाविश्च मे पञ्चावे च मे त्रियविश्च मे त्रिवत्सा च मे तुर्यवा च मे तुर्यौही च मे पष्ठवा च मे पष्ठौही च मे पष्ठौही च म उक्षा च मे वसा च म ऋषभश्च मे वेहच्च मे नड्वाञ्च मे धेनुश्च म आयुर्यज्ञेन कल्पतां प्राणो यज्ञेन कल्पतां पानो यज्ञेन कल्पतां व्यानो यज्ञेन कल्पतां चक्षुर्यज्ञेन कल्पताग श्रोत्रं यज्ञेन कल्पतां मनो यज्ञेन कल्पतां वाक् यज्ञेन कल्पताम् आत्मा यज्ञेन कल्पतां यज्ञो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् एका च मे तिस्रश्च मे पञ्च च मे सप्त च मे नव च मे एकदश च मे त्रयोदश च मे पञ्चदश च मे सप्तदश च मे नवदश च म एकविंशतिश्च मे त्रयोविंशतिश्च मे पञ्चविंशतिश्च मे सप्तविंशतिश्च मे नवविंशतिश्च म एकत्रिंशच्च मे त्रयस्त्रिंशच्च मे चतुस्रमेष्टौ च मे द्वादश च मे षोडश च मे विंशतिश्च मे चतुर्विंशतिश्च मेष्टाविंशतिश्च मे द्वात्रिंशच्च मे षट्त्रिंशच्च मे चत्वारिंशच्च मे चतुश्चत्वारिंशच्च मेष्ठाचत्वारिंशच्च मे वाजश्च प्रसवश्च पेचस्तकृतश्च सुवश्च मूर्धा च व्यस्नियश्चान्त्यायनश्च येनश्चान्त्यश्च भुवनश्च भुवनश्चाधिपतिश्च ॐ इडादेवहुर्मनुर्यज्ञनि बृहस्पतिरुक्तामदानि सगुंसि सद्विश्वे देवासु उक्तवाच पृथिवी मातर्माहि गुंसि मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुमदिष्यामि मधुमतीं देवेभ्यो वाचमुद्यासगुं शुश्रूषेण्या मनुष्येभ्यस्तं मा देवा अवन्तु शोभायै पितरोऽनुमदन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम्
त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनामृत्योर्मुक्ष ॐ नमो नारायणाय अथ पुरुषसूक्तम्
ॐ तच्छन्योरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय
गातुं यज्ञपतये
देवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं सन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे सं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम् ॐ सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलं पुरुष ये वेदगं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उताम्रतत्त्वस्येशानः यदन्नेनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमा अतो जायागश्च पूरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादूर्ध्वोदये पुरुषः पादोऽस्यः भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत शासनानशनेयभिः तस्माद् जायत विराजो अधिपुरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चात् भूमिमतो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वतं वसन्तो अस्यासीराज्यं ग्रीष्म इद्म शरद्धवे सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः त्रिसप्तः समिधकृताः देवा यज्ञं तन्वानाः अबध्नन् पुरुषं पशं तं यज्ञं बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन् पुरुषं चातमकृता तेन देवा अयजन्त साध्यार्षयश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः संभृतं पृषदाज्यं पशूङ्गस्तागश्चक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये तस्माद्यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः ऋचः सामानि जग्निरे छन्दागुंसि जग्निरे तस्माद्यजुस्तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्व अजायन्त एकेचो भयादतः गावो जग्निरे तस्मात् जाता अजावयः
यत्पुरुषं व्यदधूकतिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखं किमस्य को बाहु काहुरुपादावुच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यकृतः
ऊरु तदस्य यद्वैश्यः पद्भ्यां शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातश्चक्षो सूर्यो अजायत मुखादन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद्वायुरजायत नाभ्यासिदन्तरिक्षागुं शीष्णोऽध्यो समवर्तत पद्भ्यां भूमिर्दिशश्रोत्रात् तथा लोकागुम् अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वाभिवदन यदास्ते
धाता पुरस्तादमुदा जहार शक्रप्रविद्वान्धमुसस्य तस्यः
तमेवं देवानमृतय भवति नान्यः पन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासनः
देहनाकं महिमानः सचन्त यत्र पूर्वे साध्या सन्ति देवाः
अद्भ्यः सम्भूतः पृथिव्यैरसा च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्तताधि तस्य त्वष्टा विदधद्रूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतं पुरुषं महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् तमेवं विद्वानमृत इह भवति नान्यः पन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीराः परिजानन्ति योनिं मरीचीनां पदमिच्छन्ति वेधसः यो देवेभ्यः आतपति यो देवानां पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मये रुचं ब्राह्मं जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे ततब्रुवन् यस्त्वेवं ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा असन्वसे ह्रीश्च ते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यो अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनो व्याप्तम् इष्टं मनीषाणाम् अमुं मनीषाणां सर्वं मनीषाणाम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः
ॐ शम्भवे नमः ॐ निधनपतये नमः निधनपतान्धकाये नमः ऊर्ध्वाय नमः
ऊर्ध्वलिङ्गाय नमः हिरण्याय नमः
हिरण्यलिङ्गाय नमः
सुवर्णाय नमः सुवर्णलिङ्गाय नमः दिव्याय नमः दिव्यलिङ्गाय नमः भवाय नमः भवलिङ्गाय नमः सर्वाय नमः सर्वलिङ्गाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवलिङ्गाय नमः ज्वलाय नमः ज्वललिङ्गाय नमः आत्माय नमः आत्मलिङ्गाय नमः परमाय नमः परमलिङ्गाय नमः एतत् सोमस्य सूर्यस्य सर्वलिङ्गस्थापयति पानिमन्त्रं पवित्रं सत्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सत्यो जाताय वे नमो नमः भवे भवेनाति भवे भवस्य मां भवो भवाय नमः वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमो श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकर्णाय नमो बलविकर्णाय नमो बलाय नमो बलप्रमथनाय नमो
मनोन्मनाय नमः अघोरेभ्यो थघोरेभ्यो अघोरघोरथरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यो सर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रूपेभ्यां तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्र प्रचोदयात् ईशान सर्वविद्यानाम् ईशान सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपते ब्रह्मणोऽधिपते ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवोम। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
हरिः ओम।
हरिः ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Samba Sada Shivaya Namaha. Namah Parvati Pataye. Har 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 Mahadeva.
Shambho.
Acha. You clean up here now. Volunteers are coming. We'll have Sankirtanam, Bhajanam.
Shankare 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 Sada Shiva Shankare Shankare Sada Shiva Sada Shiva He Samba Shiva Sada Shiva He Samba Shiva Shankare Shankare Sada Shiva Shankare Shankare Sada Shiva Amba Sahita Samba Shiva Samba Shiva
Bole Mahapati Mahadev ki. Namah Parvati Pataye Har 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 Mahadev Shambho. We're going to do the darshan of the Shiv Parvati Murti, Bhagwan. So that's going to be done now. Then you'll have to come and offer parsad and so on when that has been done. And then afterwards we'll do the linga darshanam. So please stand up, everybody, and come in front. The Lord is going to, and the Divine Mother is going to open their eyes after a cold bath. And their darshan is very important to bless you. Mahapapakanashanam, when they glance upon you, any sins, any burdens you're facing, it gets burdened away. This is the power of the divine. So the Shrotas will come and offer, their sponsors today will come and offer their prasad first. So if you can give them a chance to come in front, Auntie Kamal and Darwin Lakshmi with their prasad and things like that, that'll be great. But we need Tyler. Bole Mahapati Mahadev ki jai. Move it up. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Hey, Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Belgium. Hare Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Har 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 Mahadeva. Har 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 Mahadeva. Oh Har 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 Mahadeva. Har हर 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 महादेवा हर 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 महादेवा ओम नमः शिवाय 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 everybody come on ओम नमः शिवाय 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 जय हो ओम नमः शिवाय 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 बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओ हर 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 महादेवा शंभो हे हर 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 महादेवा बोले हर 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 महादेवा हर बम बोले हे हर 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 महादेवा बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शंभो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो बम अरे ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय अरे हर 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 महादेवा हर 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 महादेवा शंभो ओ हर 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 महादेवा ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ओ हर 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 महादेवा ओ हर 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 महादेवा ओ कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम ओ कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारम्
संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारम्
ओ सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे
सदा वसन्तं
सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे
हृदयारविन्दे सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे
भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि
भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि
ओहो भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि
भवानी सहितं
बम भोले
नमामि
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय भोले ओम नमः शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः
शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः
शिवाय
Om Pratna. The Lord is always in a pleasant mood, but after Abhishekam, the energy level rises in the murtis, in the devas. That is why they're consecrated in this way. We bow to Bhagwan Shiva and Mahadev and Ma Parvati. Let them bless all of you. May their eyes bring you brilliance. May they burn away any impurities and may they always elevate you. Atma tvam girijamati sahachara prana shariram griha puja te vishayop bhogarchana निद्रा समाधिस्तति संचार पदयो प्रदक्षिण विधि स्तोत्राणि सर्व गिरा यद्यत् कर्म करोमि तत्तदखिलम् शम्भो तवाराधनम् करचरण कृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितम् अविहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो शिव 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 शंभो शिव 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 शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो क्षमा करो शांति भवतु मंगलम भवतु सांब सदा शिवाय नमः ओम क्षमा करो दया करो रक्षा करो भोलेनाथ मेरे भोलेनाथ मेरे भोलेनाथ उमापति महादेव की. All those who have prasad, you'll come up now 2 lines both ways, here and here. If you don't have flowers, you can purchase flowers at the puja store, please. There's lots there. All colors, auspicious colors for the Shravan month. And then you can come. Please put your prasad only in the bowl that you see here, and not on the murti or on the pedestal, in the bowl only. Thank you.
Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo. 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 Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Haraya Namo. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Shivaya Namo. Shiva Shiva Hara Hara Haraya Namo. Hara Hara Shiva Shiva Shivaya Namo. Hare Hare Mahadeva. 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 Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo. 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 Dame 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 ru vaje. Dame 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 ru vaje. Nimitake nimitake mridanga vaje. Nimitake nimitake mridanga vaje. Hare Hare Mahadeva. 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 Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo. 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 Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo. शंकर तेरी जगन पे दौड़ गए शंकर तेरी जगन
शिव शंकर को जिसने पूजा उसका ही उद्धार हुआ। शिव शंकर को जिसने पूजा उसका ही उद्धार हुआ। अंत काल को भव सागर है उसका बेड़ा पार हुआ। अंत काल को भव सागर है उसका बेड़ा पार हो। बोले शंकर की पूजा करो, ध्यान चरणों में इसके धरो। शिव शंकर को जिसने पूजा उसका ही उद्धार हुआ। शिव शंकर को जिसने पूजा उसका ही उद्धार हुआ। शम्भो दीनो के बन्धु नमो नमः नमो नमः गिरिजापति गंगाधर हरिहर नमो नमः नमो नमः शिव शम्भो दीनो के बन्धु नमो नमः नमो नमः गिरिजापति गंगाधर हरिहर नमो नमः नमो हार चंद्र त्रिपुरारी सुख कर हरदानी नीलकंठ साजे त्रिकुंड तू हर्षानी हार चंद्र त्रिपुरारी सुख कर हरदानी नीलकंठ साजे त्रिकुंड तू हर्षानी भव बेहारी असुरारी शिव नमो नमः नमो नमः गिरिजापति गंगाधर हरिहर नमो नमः नमो नमः शिव शम्भो दीनो के बन्धु नमो नमः नमो नमः गिरिजापति गंगाधर हरिहर नमो नमः नमो दम 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 विनाश से जग तोले नृत्य करे नटराज उमा संग शंभोले दम 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 विनाश से जग तोले नृत्य करे नटराज उमा संग शंभोले सुरसानी कल्याणी शंकर नमो नमः नमो नमः गिरिजापति गंगाधर हरिहर नमो नमः नमो नमः शिव शम्भो दीनो के बन्धु नमो नमः नमो नमः गिरिजापति गंगाधर हरिहर नमो नमः नमो नमः नमो नमः
Shivji Chalisa. These kill. बोले महापति महादेव की, बोले महापति महादेव की। Let's do the Shivji Chalisa, everybody. This is the very 40 verses of Bhagwan Shivji that we sing here every Monday, but more so can be sung, any day in the week, any time in your life. Jai Ganesh Girija Suvan Mangal Mool Sujan कहत अयोध्या दास तुम देहो अभय वरदान। जय गिरिजापति दीन दयाला सदा करत संतन प्रतिपाला। भाल चंद्रमा सोहतनी के कानन कुंडल नाग फणी के। अंग गौर सिर गंग बहाए मुंद माल तन छार लगाए। वस्त्र खाल बाघंबर सोहे छवि को देख नाग मुनि मोहे। नैना मात की भवे दुलारी वाम अंग सोहत छवि न्यारी। कर त्रिशूल सोहत छवि भारी करत सदा शत्रुन छेकारी। नंदी गणेश सोहे तह कैसे सागर माध्य कमल है जैसे। कार्तिक श्याम और घन राम या छवि को कही जात न काहू। देवन जब ही जाए पुकारा तब ही दुख प्रभु आप निवारा। किया उपद्रव तारक भारी देवन सब मिल तुम ही जुहारी। तुरत सरानन आप बधायहूँ लव निमेष महा मार गिरायहूँ। आप जलंधर असुर समारे सुयश तुम्हार विदित संसारे। त्रिपुरासुर समयोध मचाई कर कृपा सब लीन बचाई। किया तब ही भागीरथ भारी पूरब प्रतिज्ञाता सुपुरारी। दानन महकुम समर कोई नाई सेवक स्तुति करत सदाई। वेद नाम महिमा तब गायो अकत अनादि भेद नहीं पायो। प्रगति उदधि मंथन में ज्वाला जरे सुरासुर भये विहाला। कीन दया तह करहु सहाई नीलकंठ तब नाम कहाई। पूजन रामचंद्र जब कीन्हा जीत के लंग विभीषण दीन्हा।
सहस कमल में हो रहदारी
कीन्ह परीक्षा तब ही पुरारी। एक कमल प्रभु राखे उजोरी कमल नयन पूजन सकोई। कठिन भक्ति देखी प्रभु शंकर भये प्रसन्न दिए चितवर।
जय 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 अनंत
अविनाशी करत कृपा सब के घतवासी। दुष्ट सकल नित मोह सतावे रमत रहे मोहि चैन न आवे। त्राहि त्राहि मैं नाथ पुकारूं, यही अवसर मोहि आन उबारूं। लय त्रिशूल शत्रुन को मारो, संकट से मोहि आन उबारो। मात पिता भ्राता सब कोई, संकट में पूछत नहीं कोई। स्वामी एक है आस तुम्हारी, आय हरहूँ अब संकट भारी। धन निर्धन को देत सदाई, जो कोई जाचे सो फल पाई। स्तुति कही विधि करहु तुम्हारी, क्षमहु नाथ अब चूक हमारी। शंकर हो संकट के नाश, विघ्न विनाशन मंगल कारण। योगी यति मुनि ध्यान लगावे, नारद सारद शीस नवावे। नमो नमो जय नमः शिवाय, सुर ब्रह्मादिक पार न पाया। जो यह बात करे मन लाई, तापर होत है शंभु सहाई। जो कोई हो अधिकारी, बात करे सो पावनहारी। पुत्रहीन इच्छा कर कोई, निश्चय शिव प्रसाद तेहि होई। पंडित त्रयोदशी को लावे, ध्यान पूर्वक होम कराए। त्रयोदशी व्रत करे हमेशा, तन नहीं ताके रहे कलेशा। धूप दीप नैवेद चढ़ावे, शंकर सन्मुख पाथ नसावे। जन्म जन्म के पाप नसावे, अंतवास शिवपुर में आवे। कहे अयोध्या दास तुम्हारी, जानी सकल दुख हरहु हम। बोले ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः। Everybody please stand. ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः। Come closer. हरे ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। जय हो। हरे ओम नमः शिवाय, 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 ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः। ओ बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम शंभो
शिवाय
हरे रामेश्वरा शिव रामेश्वरा रामेश्वरा शिव रामेश्वरा रामेश्वरा शिव रामेश्वरा रामेश्वरा शिव रामेश्वरा शिव रामेश्वरा रामेश्वरा शिव ओ रामेश्वरा शिव रामेश्वरा रामेश्वरा शिव हरे योगेश्वरा शिव योगेश्वरा योगेश्वरा शिव योगेश्वरा शिव योगेश्वरा योगेश्वरा शिव योगेश्वरा ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शंभो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम शंभो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय 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 हरे हर 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 महादेव 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 हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव हर 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 हरि ओम नमः शिवाय 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 आजन्मनं बहुपुत्रलाभं शुभ संवत्सरं दीर्घायुष्मती भव ओम नमः शिवाय 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 हरि ओम नमः शिवाय 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 बोलो ओम नमः शिवाय ओम दीर्घायुष्मती भव ओम नमः शिवाय 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 हरि हर 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 महादेव 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 ओ हर 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 महादेव 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 बोलो हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव बोलो हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव हर 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 महादेव हर हर नित्य नेम कर प्रात ही पात करो 40 तुम मेरे मनोकामना पूर्ण कीन कल्याण उमापति महादेव की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, सियाभज रामचंद्र की, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की, जगदम्बिका माता की। नमः पार्वती पतये। काल हर, दुख हर, दारिद्र हर, दोष हर, हर 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 महादेव शंभो। This is the lingam is decorated with lingam. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but the lingam decor is lingam. It's a powerful, powerful form of the Lord. We will talk about that. Please sit. उमापति महादेव की जय। शंभवे नमः। अश्वती भाव। Om. Let's chant Rudrashtakam. This evening we did Ekadasha Rudra Dhyanam. 11 forms, Bhagwan Shivji created 11 forms of Rudra. बहुत पसंद है ना? बहुत सुंदर है माता जी? बहुत सुंदर है? अति सुंदर। So, Bhagwan Shivji created 11 forms of Rudra. Rudra is a fierce form of the Lord. Not to destroy anything, but to destroy any form of evil, negativity in all of us. In this Rudrashtakam, let us chant and praise Bhagwan Shivji. Then we'll talk a little bit today about your lingam. We're so blessed to have all these beautiful lingams from the homes of family. We'll talk about that, how important it is for you to have one in your life. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Namami Shamishan. Namami Shamishan. Nirvan Rupam. Vibhum Vyapakam Brahmaveda-swarupam. Vibhum Vyapakam Brahmaveda-swarupam. Namami Shamishan Nirvana-rupam. Vibhum Vyapakam Brahmaveda-swarupam. Vibhum Vyapakam Brahmaveda-swarupam. Nijam nirgunam nirvikalpam niriham. Chidakashivakashivasam bhajeham. Chidakashivakashivasam bhajeham. Nirakar mokar moolam turiyam. Gira jnana gopitamisham girisham. Karalam mahakal kalam kripalam. Gunagar sansar param natoham. Gunagar sansar param natoham. Tusharadrisham Gauram Gabhiram Manobhut Koti Prabhashi Shariram
शङ्करं सर्वनाथं
भजामि प्रचण्डं प्रकृष्टं प्रगल्भं परेशम् अखण्डं मजं भानुकोटिप्रकाशं त्रयः शूलनिर्मूलनं शूलपाणिं भजेऽहं भवानीं पतिं भावगम्यं भजेऽहं भवानीं पतिं भावगम्यं कलातीत कल्याण कल्पान्तकारी सदा सज्जनानन्द दाता पुरारी चिदानन्द संतोष मोहपहारी प्रसीद प्रसीद प्रभु मन्मथारी नयावद् उमानाथ पादारविन्दं भजन्ति ह लोके परिवानरानं भजन्ति ह लोके परिवानरानं न तावत् सुखं शान्ति सन्तापनाशं प्रसीद प्रभो सर्वभूतादिवासं प्रसीद प्रभो सर्वभूतादिवासं न जानामि योगं जपं नैव पूजां न तोऽहं सदा सर्वदा शम्भुतुभ्यं जराजन्म दुःखो यथा दप्यमानं प्रभु पाहि आपन्नमामीश शम्भो प्रभु पाहि आपन्नमामीश शम्भो नमामि शमीशा नमामि शमीशान निर्वाणरूपं विभुं व्यापकं ब्रह्मवेदस्वरूपं विभुं व्यापकं ब्रह्मवेदस्वरूपम् ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 रुद्राष्टकं प्रोक्तं विप्रेण हरतोषये शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते बोलो उमापति महादेव की नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो बोले उमापति महादेव की बोले उमापति महादेव की Very good. Everybody's awake. You're kicking and you're okay. Welcome to our Shravan Somar Puja. This is our first Shravan Somar, and I'm so happy to see all of you here this evening. Somvar is very important in our life. Som is the day of Shiva. Every day is the day of Shiva. But the Lord is called Someshwara Shiva. Someshwara Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Someshwar. You know, Lord Shiva is named after this day. Today is Somar, and he's named after this day. While every day is good for Lord Shiva, why is he named after this day? This was the day on which he saved the moon, Somnath. This was the day on Monday, not today itself, but on a Monday is when he saved the moon from dying. Remember, the moon was cursed by Daksha. Those times, and even to now, there is always fights between the son-in-law and the father-in-law, and the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law. and everybody fight for something. Even to those times, there were a fight. There is only one outcome when there is a fight. You know that. There is only one outcome when there is a fight, and that is bad blood. No matter who's there after them fight, them make up back and whatever it is, you will have either the spill of blood, your relationship will be spilled. You know, there is nothing good that can come out of a fight. Of course, if you're attacked, you have to defend yourself. But before you engage willfully in a fight, you think about it. What is going to be the possible outcome? Someone is going to be hurt. Someone is going to be die. Someone is going to be paralyzed. Something is going to happen. Or if not, your name is going to be smeared. What is a fight? What is a fight? A fight is not necessarily hands and foot. A fight, the biggest fight that is happening today that are breaking of families is when people gossip about each other. Upliftment is happening in many ways and they're talking about each other. That causes a lot of fight. But we know there is Ukraine fight now and all that. There is nothing good that will come out of a fight. When Daksha and his son-in-law, the moon, got into a fight, Daksha cursed him. You moon, you're going to disappear in 1 week. Lord Shiva rescued him after Sati did devotion to him. And when that happened, Bhagwan Brahma and Vishnu came down from the heavens. They came down from the heavens, from Vaikunt, and they made this lingam of Lord Shiva. And then say, because you saved him on a Monday, we will create a lingam in your name called Somnath Lingam. That lingam is in where? Anybody know? Which state? Plenty, I've been there. Whoever been to Somnath, put up your hand. Put up your hand. There we go. There we go. You guys are the side there. Mataji, you went to Somnath? Acha, good, very nice. Somnath Bhagavan is a beautiful lingam. Oh, so big. He's the biggest. Handsome. Gold. The Gujaratis take pride. Aap Gujarati hai, Mataji? Nahin, acha, good. So, Mata Chatterjee, she's our friend. Anyways, so gold, if you see how they made him up nice, Somnath Bhagwan. Bhagwan Vishnu and Brahma came to the Distapana in the lingam, on the lingam itself, on that day. And so what happened? From that day, he's named Somnath. This day, Monday, is named after Shivji Bhagwan. And what happened? From that day, people became devoted to Bhagwan Mahadev. They become so devoted to him. People have vrat happening. What did I say yesterday? Somnath ke vrat rakhu, bhole ke mandir jao. All the ladies came and prayed to Ma Parvati on a Monday. And what did they say? Shiva pindi ko Ganga jal se main snan karahu. Parvati Mata asked them, what did you do? They say, Parvati Mata, we went to the lingam and we throw water in the lingam. Parvati Mata says, what do you want? Bas itna var mangu Maiya Parvati. Bas itna var mangu Maiya Parvati. Only one vow we need. All of the ladies said to Parvati Mata. Parvati Mata says, tell me your vow, I will bless you right now. One bardan I want. All of the ladies says, Shiv sa bhola bhala mujhko mile pati. All the ladies tell Bhagavati Parvati that we want Shiva to be our husband. We want Shiva to be our husband. Parvati Mata says, Tathastu. He is everybody's. He belonged to the scorpion, he belonged to the snake, he belonged to the buffalo. When you and I belong only to our family, and you know, we say our family is our world, and our family is this, and we, Shivji, belong to the world. He's given himself to the world. And today is Shravan Somvar, which makes it an even more powerful day. Blessed are our devotees, Auntie Kamal, Auntie Indrani, Dara and Lakshmi and their family for being the Shrotas today. You get a little bit more privilege when you do that. A little more Abhishekam and so is done. But God bless them always. They always, when it is puja time at the temple, Shravan Mass, they always make effort to do these pujas. Those who dedicate themselves like this, you see a different type of aura in their life. In your way, my friends, come on out and let us celebrate together. And let us pray. This evening, the theme of Bhagwan Shivji is the lingam. And I want to explain to you the meaning of what we did here today. There are 3 types of lingam here today. There is the stone lingam, the black stone lingam. And there is the spatik lingam, which is we call the crystal lingam. Ratnais spatika masanim nama. It is our desire that our mind become as clear as the lingam, beautiful for meditation. And then we have parthiv lingam. We have a few lingams that are made purely of mud. That is called parthiv lingam. If I will tell you a secret, that is the purest of all the lingams, parthiv lingam. 3 types of lingams we have here today. I will tell you the meaning of all of this. But first of all, काले के शिव के मनाए बहो शिव मानत नाही काले के शिव के मनाए बहो. Can I ask all of you a question today? I want you to shout out and tell me, what did you bring for Lord Shiva today? What did you bring for Lord Shivaji today? Who bring kheer? Auntie Kamal bring kheer. Very good. Who bring anar? Auntie Kamal bring anar. Laura bring anar. Who bring cane? Laura bring cane. So Laura know what Lord Shiva like. Okay. Who bring cucumber? Cucumber. Who bring cucumber? Auntie Kamal bring cucumber. There you go. You know what Lord Shiva like too. Who bring dongs? Nobody bring dongs? All right. That's fine. Who bring banana? Everybody's supposed to bring banana. Rambha phalam parnakam. You have to offer banana to Shivji. All right. Who brings squash? Why didn't you bring squash? Huh? Why don't you bring squash? Ganesh, you bring squash? Why? Who bring pumpkin? It's okay, you can bring those things too. I'll take it home afterwards. There's nothing wrong in bringing, but whatever you bring for the Lord Shiva, you know what? He will always be happy. The song says, what can you bring to make him happy? What can you bring to make him happier? Shirt pant pehle, Shiv ko man hi na bhave. If you give him a shirt and pants, he doesn't want that. He doesn't wear short and pants. That is one behavior you should never learn from Shivji. He dresses with very little clothing. Everybody here, please put on enough clothing when you're dressing up. Everybody understand that? Top to bottom, enough clothes. Don't worry about him. That's not what he teach you. But he does not wear short and pants. What does he wear? Miraga ki chola kaha paaye boho. He wears a deer skin. He wears a tiger skin. He wears the elephant hide. When the animals die, Shivji does not want to see them go to waste. He honors them by wearing their skin. No? Puri kachauri. Anybody bring puri? Puri kachauri Shiva manahi na mane. No? Shivji does not do that. Bhagwan Shivji feasts on different, things. Sone ke chain Shiva hi manahi na mane. Shivji Bhagwan, anybody bring gold chain for him? He does not need gold chain. What does he drink? Sarpa ki mala kaha paaye boho. He wears a snake as his mala. Are gota motar gari Shiva hi manhi na mane. Motar gari. Kya hai motar gari? Moto kya? Everything that you have parked out there, he doesn't want that. Bhasaha bhaila kaha paaye boho. He loves his vehicle, Nandi. When you drive Jaguar, he drives the bull. bull power. There is no other power like that in this world. Let's sing this very joyful bhajan to Bhagwan Bholenath Bhagwan. But before I do that, let me test you. Bholenath Bhagwan ki. Bholenath Bhagwan ki. Bholenath Bhagwan ki. Are Bholenath Bhagwan ki. काले के शिव के मनाए हो शिव मानत नाही. This is a clap hand song. Come on, clap hand everybody. I'm clapping for everybody. हो काले के शिव के मनाए हो शिव मानत नाही. काले के शिव के मनाए हो शिव मानत. अरे काले के शिव के मनाए हो काले के शिव के मनाए हो शिव मानत नाहे. काले के शिव के मनाए हो शिव मानत नाहे. काले के शिव के मनाए हो शिव मानत नाहे. शंभो शाबाशम. शाबाशम महाभाषा. बम भोले. अरे शॉर्ट पंथ शिव जीवन की मन ही न माने. कुर्ता पिजामा शिव ही मन ही न माने. मिर्गा के छाला कहा पाइब हो मिर्गा की छाला कहा पाइब हो शिव मानत नाही. काले के शिव के मनाइब हो शिव मानत नाही. काले के शिव के मनाइब हो शिव मानत नाही. शंभो कचौरी शिव ही मन ही न माने. पूरी कचौरी शिव ही मन ही न माने. पूरी कचौरी शिव ही मन ही न माने. भांग धतुर कह भाई हो भस्म धतुर कह भाई हो शिव मानत नाही. काले के शंभो शिव मानत नाही. काले के शिव के मनाइब हो शिव मानत. अरे काले के शिव के मनाइब हो काले के शिव के मनाइब हो शिव मानत नाही. काले के शिव के मनाइब हो शिव मानत नाही. काले के शिव के मनाइब हो शिव मानत नाही. काले के शिव के मनाइब हो शिव मानत नाही. काले के शिव के मनाइब हो शिव मानत नाही. अरे काले के शिव के मनाइब हो काले के शिव के मनाइब हो. बम भोले काले के शिव के मनाइब हो काले के शिव के मनाइब हो शिव मानत नारी. काले के शिव के मनाइब हो शिव मानत नारी. काले के शिव के मनाइब हो शिव मानत नारी. ओ शिव मानत नारी. शिव मानत नारी. शिव मानत नाही. बोले शिव शंकर भगवान की. नमः पार्वती पतये. हर 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 महादेव शंभो. The word lingam means an ellipsoid. something formed in a way. If you're looking for a form of a lingam, I think all of you know by now what a lingam is. Let me ask you, if you don't have a lingam in your home, if you don't have a lingam in your home, put your hand down. If you don't have a lingam in your home, I learned lesson good. Very nice. Which means that all of you have lingam in your home. Everybody, no matter who tell you what, you should have a lingam home in your house. Doesn't care who you are, what you do, what your lifestyle is. As long as you're a Hindu, you have to have a lingam in your home. Why? The lingam is the fuel in our home. By the way, today, you see all these lingams here, every one of them. They came from the home of devotees in the community. Let us thank those devotees for bringing their Mahadev back, to bless us all. This is a beautiful thing when people can bring their Lord. In India, they call this yatra. They bring their Lord for an outing. Some of the temples, the murtis will be brought out of the temple and the villagers would come and worship them. But today we have brought our Lord from our home in here for all of you to have darshan. We did puja on all of them. We did, arti on all of them. I'm so thankful to all of you. They came from all these different homes, right? The lingam is the representation of Bhagwan Shiva, or is Shiva. The top is Shiva. The base is Ma Parvati. The lingam came about, the first lingam came about when there was a dispute between Brahma and Vishnu. Both of them were discussing who is greater than who. Brahma stands here, Vishnu stood here. Brahma stood here, Vishnu stood here. And then they're fighting who's greater than who greater than who. We're always fighting about something these days. Always arguing about something. And it's usually not about something good, right? It's about who better than who do well more than whose children do better than who get more money than who family is more prestigious than who. Something we're arguing about because we always like to be, our status always like to be above everybody. My friends, we gotta look back, and I want to talk practical things in our satsang. Everybody know Ram Bhagwan bin Banbas, Shravan steal his wife, that kind of stuff. We got to come down to the very practical things in life. What are we arguing about in life? Right? An argument and a fight will only bring you bloodshed. It will only bring. And sometimes the things we're arguing for is just, we cannot be satisfied in life being below somebody. Now, what do I mean by below? I don't want to belittle you by telling you you're below somebody. I am probably one of the poorest guy in this temple today. But I'm content with that. I have given my life for Mahadev and I'm happy with that. My whole life I give to him. One of my fellow colleague, Panditji, came to Canada not too long ago and he found out that I work hard, let us do every day by. Right? And the answer was, I am here. Most people don't know I am here every single day. Right? They don't know that. I've given my life to him and I'm happy with that. I don't want to, invite people for barbecue to show them my garage. We have a garage and we get some stuff inside, everything that's not supposed to be there. When I came to Canada and I drive around first time, a couple things puzzled me when I came to this country. One was the yellow flower in the field. Who lion? Dandelion. When I came out and said, wow, so I said, how many hands probably went into putting all these yellow flowers to make the field so big? I said, people are so devoted to the beauty of this country. My friends say, buy that weed. Weed grow, but you know what's important? Even when weeds grow together, when they stick together, they look beautiful. That is the power of sticking together. Even when weeds stick together, when me a driver come here, me wonder, is this bush or there's flowers? Because the children will tell you, when weeds stick together, it looks so beautiful. Anyway, that fascinated me. The second thing that fascinated me when I came to this country was when I driving around on a Saturday, you know, friends are driving me around. At I hadn't car and thing, you got catch train and no puja, or people pick you up. So I'm driving around, see garage sale, garage sale, garage sale, garage sale. I said, Bhai Sahab, why are people selling out their garage and not their house? Right? Why are people selling out their cars? Because I thought people park their cars in garage. So I said, why are people selling out their cars in the garage and not their, like, can you actually do that? No, but the garage has everything else but the car, right? I'm quite fine with that, right? You have to be satisfied that, you know, I don't call people to show off my garage. I don't have a garage to show them because I don't even know what's in my garage. When the guys come, they bring tools, they take tools, they use tools, they see things. They know my garage more than me, right? So I'm quite fine with that. I'm quite fine living in a little house. I'm quite fine with my children sharing a bedroom. I don't have to compete with anybody. And you shouldn't as well. And now people are going to start doubting and talking and fighting, and then relationships are broken because of what? Everyone wants to have the upper hand than the other. Everyone wants to have the upper hand than the other. And you find people who live the most peaceful life in this world are the ones who have no desire to compete. We're fine with how our children are. All of you who have children here, you should never ever worry about competing. That your children has to be like somebody else. Because you're going to end up like Brahma and Vishnu. Brahma Bhagavan and Vishnu Bhagavan started a jhagra, an argument as to who is powerful. And then, you know, they start a little battle. Then Bhagavan Shivji came down. That was the first lingam that was created between both of them. And the Lord says, whoever finds the beginning or the end of this lingam, you'll be considered the greatest. Vishnu Bhagavan gone up, Brahma gone down. Nobody can find the end and the beginning of the Lord. That is why Shivji is called Om Anantaye Namaha. He's called Om Anantaye Namaha, means the endless, the one without the beginning and the one without an end. Anant. I think some of you know the story. Brahma Bhagavan tried to cheat. He brought a false witness, right? He brought a false witness to the process. He went down and he says, I cannot find the end of this lingam. So he saw a flower was living there. And he told the flower, listen, you come with me and you tell Shivji that, and Vishnu that you saw me finding the end of the lingam. The flower came and bare false witness. That flower today can never be used in worship. It's called Ketaki flower because it bore false witness, right? You must never do those things. That was the first lingam that came down, the Agni lingam. That is one of the element lingam in India. It's a beautiful scene. You have to do pilgrimage around it and so. First lingam that came. Lingam is very important in our life. Today, let's touch a little bit. We're a little bit behind time because it's a long puja. But what is the importance of the lingam? Brahma Murari Surachit Lingam Nirmal Bhashit Shobhit Lingam Janma Jadukha Vinashak Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivali O Tat Pranamami Sada Shivali O Deva Muni Prabharachit Lingam Kamudaham Karuna Karlingam Ravan Darpa Vinashak Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivali Hari Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Sarva Sugandha Sulepit Lingam power of worshipping a consecrated lingam. And all these lingams here you see today are consecrated. They got them from the temple. We do the blessing ceremony to give it to people. When you buy something here, you get something that is alive. I'm not pushing our puja store or anything. But Brahma Murari Surasita Lingam. This lingam was worshipped. Linga puja was done by Brahma and Bhagwan Vishnu themselves. We bow to the lingam which is worshipped by Brahma, Vishnu and other devatas. Nirmal Bhashita Shobhita Lingam. Nirmal Bhashit. Nirmal means pure. The lingam represents the pure and resplendent form of Shiva. The minute you appear in front of a consecrated lingam called darshan, remember when we ask all of you to come here, you appear in front of the lingam, then what happened? You become resplendent as well. I don't tell Nancy stories. I wish I can make stuff up like things are going about these days, but this is the truth. Shivji Bhagwan's darshan, when you stand in front of him, you become resplendent as well. Janma Jadukka Vinashaka Lingam. You know, Janma Jaduk, sorrows. Birth and birth and birth of sorrows that we are bringing. You should never wonder why sorrows come in your life, because although you're making an attempt to be happy, you have a birth, Janma Jaduk, birth and birth and birth of sorrows we're fetching with us. You want to burn your sorrows away? Stand in front of the Lord, worship Shiva Lingam. Janma Jadukka Vinashaka Lingam. Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva Lingam. Who has worshipped him? Deva Muni Pravarachita Lingam. Deva Muni, the God and the Munis. What's the difference between a Muni, a sage, and a Rishi? Have you heard all those names before? Narad Muni, Sage Vashisht, and Rishi Bhardwaj. A sage, a Rishi, and a Muni. A Muni is one who has control of the mind. Muni, mind. A sage is someone just who is detached. They live a peaceful, normal life. And a Rishi, like Valmiki Rishi, is one Rishi, research. The Rishi are the one who did the researches. Valmiki ji is the Maharishi of our time. Maharishi Valmiki. Right? Rishi, Muni, Sant, sage, they all have worshipped Shivji. Kamadaham Karuna Karalingam. It is by Shiva's blessings that Kama, the god of desire, was burnt. Ravan Darpa Vinashakalingam. And it is because of the worship of Shiva that Ravan Darpa Vinashakalingam. Ravan was destroyed. Who worshipped the lingam to destroy Ravan? Lingathapi vidhivati kar puja. Lingathapi vidhivati kar puja. Shiva saman priya mohina duja. Shiva saman priya mohina duja. Lingathapi vidhivati kar puja. Lingathapi vidhivati kar puja. Shiva saman priya mohina duja. Shiva saman priya mohina. O Shiva drohi mama bhagati kahava. Shiva drohi mama bhagati kahava. Sonar sapne hu mohina pava. Sonar sapne hu mohina pava. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ramji Bhagwan, before he went to Lanka, Ramji Bhagwan Lingathapa Vidivatakara Puja Shiva Samana Priya Mohina Duja. He placed the lingam and he worshipped that lingam. Because Shiva Samana Priya Mohina Duja, Ramji Bhagwan says There is no other who is greater than Shiva and who is dear to me like Shiva. People, we have to learn. Today everybody is fighting for greatness. Who is greater than who? The biggest fight that you have today in our Hindu community is which Pandit is greater than the other Pandit. One can chant, one can sing, one can do puja, one famous, one not famous. And people are fighting over that stuff. Me Pandit better than you, you Pandit. Kind of stupid things. We are forgetting the foundation of our Hindu dharma. Don't argue about stuff like that. Don't argue about greatness. If you're great, you know the lion does not go in the jungle and roar and tell everybody he's greatest, you know. When he walks there, everybody runs. Right? He runs. Linga thapa vidivatakara puja, Ramji Bhagwan, Paramatma. He prayed to Shivji because he says, Shivadrohi mama bhagati kahava. Whoever has enmity with Shiva, so narasapnevu mohi na pava. That person will never attain me in their dreams. You have to worship the lingam. Lingam is very easy to worship. Now there's a question, how many lingams we can have in our home? How many lingams you can have in your home? I'm going to respond to that with a very rough answer. And you got to prepare for it. Right? You got to be prepared for it. Because certain communities or certain people are peddling something. You can't get more than a thumb size of lingam in your home. I don't know if you ever heard that. You can't get more of a thumb size of finger in our home. You can't get more than 2 lingam in your home. You can't get more than this lingam in your home. I have a very rough answer for that. I feel the older I go, you know, the answer has to be form. You can't whitewash this stuff. How many lingams should you have in your home? So my response is, how many devil you have in your home? How many devil you have in your home? Panaji, we only can have 1 lingam because too much lingam are kind of problem. We can only have 1 lingam, but we can have different labels and different size of bottles of alcohol lining the bar, and we're quite okay with that, right? All label, black label, blue label, West Indian label, Canadian label. You're asking me how I know that? Micho, I have turned to, how you know all that? Come on, I went to school. How he know all that? Black label, blue label, West Indian label, Canadian label, different size. People are very proud of it. New Year's Eve, you guys see live, everybody. Proud of the bar. Very proud of the size of bottles of alcohol they have. And yet, we only can have 1 Shivji lingam in the home. How can we be happy? How can we be happy? And sometimes people are offended when I speak like this. You're too rough. I'm telling you the things that you're doing, right? We have the most biggest devil in our homes, and we're worried about a little Shiv lingam. I brought nice Shivji lingam was given to Panditji. We can't carry this lingam in my home. So why? He said, because if I'm going to pray, then you got punish Abhi. Are you serious? If you don't pray to the lingam will punish you. The lingam is there to help you. The lingam is there to elevate you. I'll tell you what will punish you is those big bottles of alcohol you got lined up in your bar. That is going to punish you. Right? Now, I know a lot of people here get bar and things like that. If you feel offended or you feel bad, I have Limakal. Right? Take it easy. We have all made mistakes in life. We've all made mistakes sometimes in our life. A lot of people don't know what they're doing. So, there's a chance to correct yourself. Have as many lingams you have in your home. I cannot count how many lingams I have in my home. Right? The main one I have is my one like this. I don't know where he is, somewhere here. And then I have 2 spatik lingams. All of you know Gangeshwar. Oh, leave me tonight. He's up there. He make his way to a higher pathway tonight. It's fine. So he is a spatik lingam. He's about this size. He came from the Ganga in Haridwar, so his name is Ganga. and he belonged to Ishwar, Gangeshwar. Then I have a little one like this, a Spatik lingam as well. He's up there as well. He is cute. Oh. Little like this. And his name is Vishweshwar. Now, where did he come from? The first one came from Haridwar, Ganga. He named Gangeshwar. This one I picked up at the Vishwanath temple in the Gali. So his name is Vishweshwar. 2 Spatik lingam. I have to have one more Spatik lingam in my life to complete what I plan to do with them. And what I plan to do with them, here is what the ancestors used to do in their time. Can you see where I'm getting at? What do I have in 3? God, ma'am, you only get one wife, so this shouldn't be hard. I have 3 kids, right? You know what the old people used to do long ago? They used to have a vigraha in their home, a murti. This is our tradition. You should know this. They used to have a vigraha in their home, and they would spend their life worshipping that vigraha, however many. And when their children or their child would get married, they will take that vigraha, that murti, or that lingam, or that idol that they prayed to for age, and they would give that to their children as a gift to continue their sadhana and seva in life. That's how things used to happen. If you want to know the tradition, this is the tradition, right? Today we give not a thing, we give house and land and thing to our children. That's fine, but please do a sadhana. Gangeshwar is going to my, he's bigger, going to my eldest daughter, and the smallest one is going to the smallest one. So you have to find one for the middle one now. Understand? No, that is I don't have gold and diamond to give them. I don't have big gold chain for tie on the hand, Miss on la hand and things like that. And big tie pin for pina and panikurta. I don't have that. I'm a servant of the master. So all we can give is the devotion I've poured into my Bhagwan my entire life. Please take that and make your life. Right? We have to do these things to show our children that when they go to their home, puja should not stop. Puja should begin in their new places. This is the power of a lingam in your life. Have it in your life and it guides you, right? It guides you in so many places. 1 or 2 more verses. Sarva sugandha sulepit lingam. The lingam is always sugandhim. Naturally, it has a beautiful aura and it smells very well. We are happy to say that we have brought the exact attar we are using in our temple. We brought it in the puja store. I don't know if it's finished or not. You can grab that thing. Buddhi vivardhan karan lingam. The worshipping the lingam leads growth to wisdom. Growth to wisdom. Wisdom cannot be taught as a subject in school. It has to be given by the divine, right? I went to a Vedic puja Saturday morning. The Panditji said that. Vedic Pandit. He said you can go and learn geography and science and math and everything else, but you can never go to a university or anywhere else and someone will teach you wisdom, because this has to be given to you by him. By him, by the Lord himself. Buddhi vivardhana karana lingam. Remember? Buddhihina tanujanike. That's what he gives you. Siddha sura sur vandita lingam. We talked about that. Demons and gods pray to him. And then one of the verses that really catches me is the next one here, which is Karnak kumkum chandan lepit lingam pankaj har sushobhit lingam sanchit paap vinashak lingam tat pranamami sada shiv lingam tat pranamami sada shiv lingam. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Devaganachit sevit भवसमुद्भवकारणलिङ्गम् अष्टदरिद्रविनाशकलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवने बोलो नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः Kumkum Chandan Lepita. You should never put sindoor on Shivaji or any of the male gods. Sindoor is different than kumkum. Kumkum is a purple one that is made from haldi that you can place on any of the deities, Ramji, Vishnuji, Shivji even. But sindoor is only placed on Ganapati and the Devis. Please take that away. Do not ever offer sindoor. It's a feminine thing. The kumkum, chandana lepita lingam. When we offer the kumkum and the chandan to the Bhagavan, sweet scented ones, the kumkum that we have in this temple, we cannot buy it here. We source it from the source because it has to smell a certain way, it has to look a certain way. Anyways, kumkum chandana lepita lingam, pankajahara shashobhita lingam. We dress the Lord with pankajahar. Har, not har, that har means mala. Pankajahar means a lotus mala. A lotus mala. Very special for Shivji. He loves simple things, no? That which comes from the dirt, he loves that very. Pankajahar shasobhita lingam. Sanchita papa vinashaka lingam. There is 3 accumulations of karmas and sins that we carry in our life. One is called sanchipt, one is called prarabdha, and one is called vartaman. Sanchipt karma or sanchipt papa is the accumulated, 7 janam ago, sins that we commit, 6 janam, 5th janam, we are still burning them out. We're burning them out. And then the question is, why are we doing so much good? That's called sanchit. The word is here, sanchit pap. When we appear in front of the Lord, so we have accumulated in previous life, then we have prarabdha, what we have done previously in this life, last year and since we born, right? And then we have vartaman, that which you will commit. Sanchita papa vinashaka lingam, when you appear in front of Shiva, in front of a consecrated lingam that you worship, he burns away sanchita pap. The word pap means sins. I want to whitewash it and break it down. Sanchita pap, previous accumulated sins, he burns away. Tat pranamami sada shivalingam. To that Shivji we bow. And one other verse, dinakara koti prabhakara lingam. The lingam itself is the doorway to heaven, the doorway to devotion, the doorway to good thought. Bhavaira means, this is Sanskrit by the way, Lingashtakam. Bhavaira means the door. What is it the doorway to? Bhavaira bhakti. It is the doorway to devotion. Bhavaira bhakti rave. No? It is the doorway to devotion. And good thought. Good thought. Dinakar koti prabhakara lingam. When the lingam shines, it shines the energy of 1 billion suns together. The bright sun outside. Last verse I want to explain to you, the 8 verses of course. Ashtadalo parivestit lingam. Anybody here has a Bhavani Shankar yantra in your home? Put up your hand. Lots of you. Very good. Ashtadalo parivestit lingam. You must check how many petals, how many petals are there around the yantra? Many? 8. 8 petals. If you have one of those yantras in your home, please care it. Put it next to your lingam. In the absence of a lingam, you can worship that as well. It has 8 petals. I'll tell you about that later on. The 8 petals represents Ashtadaridra. Ashtadaridra means the 8 forms of poverty. 8 forms of poverty. No? Ashtadalo Parivedata Lingam. We worship the Shiva Lingam, which is surrounded by 8 petals. You know, if you can afford it and things like that, you can buy 8, you know, lotus flower. You can put it on. I don't want to put you in expense and thing, but that's how we do things. Ashtadalo. The 8 petaled. He's surrounded by 8 lotus or 8 petals. Ashtadalo Parivedata Lingam. That is what destroys our daridra. This thing called poverty is not only the absence of food. No, it's not. When we say poverty, there are 8 types of poverty. When we think about poverty, naturally what comes to mind? Somebody's hungry, somebody's poor. I got to tell you a little side story today. What was funny? I feel very, very, today is one of those hungry days. You know, when you're fasting, you have the hungry days and you have full days. Today is a hungry day. I worked at the temple today because I want to make sure everything is planned. Gabe worked at the temple as well. Me and Gabe, he worked for TD, me worked for BMO. So we made sure we were in separate rooms. We don't want to be talking each other business. So he was in the reception working, I was in the office working. And he's carrying out his work, I'm doing my work. And hungry broke me today, me tell you. I got a salad and it was nice. But then a thirst came on, boy. And I don't know where it came from. My belly started to burn. So today, you know, Tara brought nice big pail of fresh cow milk. Her sister brought fresh cane juice. And 1 fresh coconut came. 1 fresh coconut came. Coconut water. You probably saw it here. So we offered all the thing, and I am telling you, I am so thirsty. So we offered all the milk and all the cane juice. The cane juice was rich and fresh cane juice, right? We bathed the lingam, we dressed the lingam, dry up the lingam, everything like that now. And as I was going to say, oh boy, what is this? I'm going to panic and die. I saw the fresh cold water coconut that was not used. The decor is finished. I said, Mahadev, you try? You try, you done? You had your cane juice, you had your milk, you had all the devotees came and they give you love and anar and you know what and what they bring for you. This one is for me. This one's for me. I carried it at the back there. And it took 2 of us to chop off the head. So let's get a knife, you know, you dig. I mean, take a knife and just chop off the head. Oh boy, it was very hydrating. Mahadev Bhagwan will never want us to give him coconut when his son belly up bun. It was nice. So I got to figure out how to get the jelly out of that now. I need the jelly. I'm from Borbis. I know how to do those things. Right? 8 form of poverty. 8 petals around the Bhavani Shankari yantra. 8 lotus around Shiva. It represents 8 forms of poverty. What is it? Anyway, we're late, but think about things. You're thinking about food. Yes, that is one form of poverty. There are other forms of poverty. When you have every material thing in your life, but you lack compassion, you are a poor man or poor woman. Right? When you have all the friends in your life, but your God cannot be your Sakyam Atma Nivedanam, when God is not your friend, you are a poor man and you're a poor woman. Note that. When you have the biggest and the most nicest home, but your home does not have the vigraha of God, you are a poor man and you're a poor woman. If God has given you a beautiful voice and intelligence, but all you talk is trash and gossip, you're poor. Because we have the richest, instrument here to discharge words that are rich and empowering and elevating to people. Yet we gossip. Gossipers are bhikaris. They are beggars in the eyes of God. They are beggars in the eyes of God. You wonder what the poor people? I'm not a poor man. I don't have what many people have. But where he's concerned, I'm very rich. You know who's a poor person? Who has the luxury and the wealth to go to every yatra, but can never take these feet and go to a temple of God. Those people are poor people. You can go all the fancy places in this world, but you will never go to a place of pilgrimage because somebody there who you don't like. Right? You can't go there. You're a poor man or a poor woman when you can do that. When we have the money to buy every single thing on this earth and to furnish every of our pleasure and our material needs, but you don't have a $5 to give to Bhagwan here on a Monday or whenever you come, you're a poor man. We're poor people. When you look at it, a lot of us are poor people because we don't use our dhan in the right way. Right? We don't use our dhan in the right way, or food in the right way. 7th, those who have food to eat. You remember there was a demon called Sahasrabahu? He had 1,000 hands. He was blessed with 1,000 hands. And what did he do with 1,000 hands? He's feeding himself with 1,000 hands. If God give you 2 hands, please feed yourself with one and feed someone else with the other. Those who have enough to eat and to eat and to eat and to store and to spoil and to throw away, but do not have a little bit to give to others who are in need of it. You are poor and you should think about it. Annadanam, food. I am telling you this as a pandit. Pandits will never tell you these things. Don't give us, grains and towel and stuff like that. We don't need it. We don't need. You come to my house, you will see them stacked up there. How much I can eat? How much towel? I have towel to wipe whole Brampton skin. Why do you give Panditji's towel? I don't know. Why do they have towel, pan towel, pan towel? Maybe some of them have business and things like that. I don't. Don't give Panditji's towel. Take your food, your grains and things like that, and take it to somebody who needs it. There's a lot of people starving in this country for good and bad reasons. But do your job, right? If you want to, you can take the towel and give the monetary value to a priest, right? Not me. Give a monetary value to a priest. They will probably, if it's $15, $20, with gas price, it will help them. But a towel, I'm going to stack them up. I'm going to stack up the other one again, stack up the other one again. It's a waste of time. I'm telling you this. And they all know this, but they will never tell you. But I don't have a fear of losing judgment because I am not in the judgment business. I'm not in the judgment. I don't compete to do puja. As a matter of fact, if I wake up and can sleep in on Saturday morning, I'm happy. But I'm not in the judgment business for people like me and you gotta get more satsang than that. I am not in that kind of thing. I am for the common man, right? Feed those who need. Do I look like I'm hungry to you? Do I look like I'm suffering to you? I was born heavy. I have to live up to my birth weight. But give people who are in need of it, right? You must find people who are in need of it. If not, you can send to places. Many of us think that other countries, India and Africa and Guyana, are starving. You have people right here starving in the city, right? Do good. Those people, the 7th form, is who have, or 8th form, who have enough to feed themselves with 1,000 hands, but nothing to give to somebody else. Ashtadaridra. When you worship Shiva, he calms these tendencies down to overeat, to overgrab, to overget, and he helps you to give more and to balance your life as well. You talk to any people in this temple or anybody you know who is a giver, you'll see how much they are doing well in life. They're doing well in life, right? Today, Auntie Kamalajwar Shrota, I'm not picking her out. I've known her for over 20 years. Over 20 years. And in all the over 20 plus years that I've known her, we did so many things together. She's always been in a temple. Where I was, when I came to this country, she was there. And when I left, she followed me here. Right? She followed me here. But you know what's always good about her? Let me tell you this. She will tell you many things about culture and everything else. But when she sees a Brahmin, she always has a $5 to give them, or a $10, or whatever they deserve. She's a retired. She spent many years now. She retired. Many years now she retired. But she's here doing puja, giving dakshina, I know her financial situation. She tells me how much she takes out for the mandir. And it breaks my heart. But she's a very content and a happy lady. And that's why sometimes she gets her ways in here that nobody else gets. And they blame her because Pandit Hardat knows her. But that's not the point. That's not the point. It's the kind of commitment she has for dharma. So, Ashtadalo Pariveta lingam, Ashtadaridra Vinashaka lingam. This, which is the prime reason for Sarva Samudra Samudbhavakarana lingam. Samudbhav means riches. Samudbhav means riches. When one worships the lingam, there's all forms of riches we can have. But please, there's a lot of people making a lot of money. A lot of people who are making a lot of money, but they cannot see the money that they are making. Why? Don't open book. You don't have graha. Just look at how much you're making and how much you're spending. That's it. How much you're making and how much you're spending. There is no graha that can solve that problem. There is no God that can solve common sense problem. If you make a little bit, spend a little bit. Understand? Your vacation does not have to be like other people's vacation. Your sari doesn't have to be like other people's sari. I don't dress like many men here because I can't afford it. You understand? Simple. What you make, spend a little bit and save a little bit. And if you can't afford that, then spend less. But sarva samudbhavakaran lingam. The Lord will give you what you are in need of. Tat pranamami sarasya lingam. Lastly, Suraguru Suravara Pujata lingam, Suravara Pushpa Sadachita lingam, Parat Param Paramatmaka lingam, Tat Panamami Sadashiva lingam. We bow to the lingam who is worshipped by the teacher of the gods. Who is the teacher of the gods? He's one of the Navagraha. Who is the teacher of the gods? The guru of the gods? Who? No? Who? Shukracharya. Shukracharya is the teacher of the gods. That's not true though. Brihaspati is the teacher of the gods. Brihaspati, you have two grahas. One is Brihaspati, the guru of the gods, and one is the guru of the demons. They're all there. You worship them, they balance your enemies out for you. He, Brihaspati Bhagwan, worships the lingam and the best of the gods, but Parat Param Paramatmaka lingam. The lingam, we bow to that lingam which is always worshipped by the flowers themselves. The Lingashtakam tells you the flowers outside, they blossom and they have a desire to come and to sit on the lingam. You all here can't sit on the lingam. Nobody here can sit on the lingam. But the flower can sit on the lingam. Parat Param Paramatmaka lingam. We bow to that which is also worshipped by the flowers. Right? Someday we will ask you, I don't know which that day is, that the people will tell me, where people will have the opportunity to, from your home, pick your flowers. From your garden. Don't think that your flowers are growing to make your yard beautiful. They will die. Pick the flowers when we ask you to and bring it. Your land will be blessed. The flowers want to come and decorate the Lord. Right? The flowers are dying to worship. They're dying to worship Him. Parat Param Paramatmaka lingam, Tat Pranamami Sadashiva lingam. This is the Lingashtakam, and this is the power and the beauty of worshipping Shiva lingam. Now let me see all who are here today that are children. Put up your hand right now. All the children who are here. Children who are here. Good. Everybody is a child of somebody, but that's fine. All you children, I want to ask you one thing. Every single day, no matter what happens in your life, worship Shiva lingam. Panditji, how can we worship Shiva lingam? You take a little lota of water. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. Get your lingam in a certain way. It has to be arranged. So when you throw the water, it falls into a katori or whatever it is. Don't fight up with all kind of stuff. I forgot they're Canadian. They know what fight up means. Don't confuse yourself with many processes. You know what fight up mean? Don't fight up yourself. Oh, you hang out with Akash, forget. Yeah, don't confuse yourself with too many difficult processes. Take a little lot of water. Hello, all the children, look at me. Hello, all the children, look at me. Take a little lot of water. Don't worry, milk, chandan, all this kind of thing. Little lot of water, and take your two hands, both hands because you need both of them, and throw it on the lingam. Not hard, just slowly and nice, and say, repeat after me. Om. All the children, Om Namah Shivaya. Look at me, every child here. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And repeat Om Namah Shivaya until the water is finished. A little lota is good. If it's 5 Om Namah Shivaya stick, don't worry about long count. Just do that every single day. Om Namah Shivaya. And when you're done, bow to the lingam. Don't fight up. Don't confuse yourself with too many things. Just the water for now. Okay? When you every single day though. Every single day. Now if one day you're sick and things like that, don't think God will trouble you. Every single day. I am guaranteeing you, because it has worked for me, that you will grow. You will grow with your gadgets. You will grow with your alarm plating and so on. But you will grow with God in your life. Guaranteed, you will grow with God in your life. I am telling you, final example. Right in this temple here, a little boy came. Little boy had a big thing in his hand playing. Sitting right there back there. Right? All this kind of thing during Shivratri time. And somebody had brought a little Shiv lingam here. And I saw him here. And I like to experiment. I said, okay. So parents take darshan, whatever, walk all over the place. I said, here, take this. You know what he asked me? The lingam. What is that? What is that? The child had an $800 gadget in his hands. I know because he had an $800 gadget in his hands, playing the switch. And how much is that? May put on a fancy thing. Come on, Tyler, how much it costs? What 600? He had a $500 gadget in his hands. With insurance and he had a $500 gadget in his hands. Let me make the admission to you. After 44 years of living in this earth, I bought a gadget. 44 years I bought a Nintendo Switch, and that's because when all the kids are playing Nintendo Switch, right? Switch, I'm left out. They're all busy and I'm not playing. So I bought the thing, and I thought, I said, Boa, I'm going to buy it, but you got to teach me how to play. But he only teach me the basic stuff, because if he shows me the advanced stuff, that means, So I said, no worries. I have Varun and I have Tyler, who's going to show me the advanced things to do with it. The child had a $500 instrument in his hand playing, but he doesn't know what a Shiva lingam is. Right? We cannot allow our children to grow like that. Not at least while I am around you. While I am around you, that's why I don't go here, there, and everywhere. I'm here. We have to let our children know what a Shivji lingam is, and they must do what is required. So all of you, Om Namah Shivaya, throw the water. Om Namah Shivaya. You be happy. At least you will grow with many things, with your mother and father wealth. You will grow. There is no shortage of that. But you will grow with God in you as well. And that is very important. Umapati Mahadeva ki. Umapati Mahadeva ki. Umapati Mahadeva ki. Umapati Mahadeva ki. Jai. Katha is finished. Now we're going to close off. We would like to thank all of you for coming and invite you. Every evening we're here. Every evening we're here. Mondays we go a little bit later like this, but every evening we're here. Join us sometime for these kathas. Okay. So we have a couple of virtual sponsors as well. I'm going to acknowledge them. Akash, please put them up. As we're singing this song, we're going to acknowledge all the people who sponsored this evening, and ask Bhagwan Shivji to bless them with health, strength, and all the beautiful things that they deserved in their life. Om Bole Mahapati Mahadev Ki Jai Namah Parvati Pataye Har 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 Mahadev Shambho. Akash, you'll keep rolling it, so we'll acknowledge everyone. Zaradamaru Zaradamaru Jaradamaru Bajaya Shiva Shankar mein पूजा करने आया हूँ. जरा डमरू बजाना शिव शंकर में पूजा करने आए. मैं पूजा करने आई हूँ, मैं पूजा करने आई हूँ. जरा डमरू बजाना शिव शंकर में पूजा करने आई हूँ. जरा डमरू बजाना शिव शंकर में पूजा करने आया. उमापति महादेव की जय हो. मेरे हाथ में गोपी चंदन है, मैं तिलक लगाने आया हूँ. मेरे हाथ में गोपी चंदन है, मैं तिलक लगाने आया हूँ. जरा डमरू बजाना शिव शंकर में पूजा करने आया हूँ. जरा डमरू बजाना शिव शंकर में पूजा करने आया हूँ. बोले महावीर महादेव भगवान की जय हो. मेरे हाथ में पेरा मिश्री है, मैं भोग लगाने आया हूँ. मेरे हाथ में पेरा मिश्री है, मैं भोग लगाने आया हूँ. जरा डमरू बजाना शिव शंकर में पूजा करने आए हूँ. जरा डमरू बजाना शिव शंकर में पूजा करने आया हूँ. बम भोले. मेरे हाथ में भांग का प्याला है, मैं तुम्हें पिलाने आया हूँ. मेरे हाथ में भांग का प्याला है, मैं तुम्हें पिलाने आया हूँ. जरा डमरू बजाना शिव शंकर में पूजा करने आया हूँ. जरा डमरू बजाना शिव शंकर में पूजा करने आए हूँ. ओम नमः शिवाय, 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 ओम नमः शिवाय. उमापति महादेव की. So, we want to say thank you to our sponsors, Lynn Bahadur. Our dear sister Lynn is here from Orlando. Hello, Lynn. She is our supporter from Orlando. She always supports this temple so much online, and she's here, and she could not leave without visiting the temple. She brought a Bel Patra plant for us in her bag on the plane from Orlando. Please clap for her. And all the Bil Patra that we use this evening, it came from her. Thank you, Lynn. Mahadev Bhagwan's blessings to you. And thank you for visiting us today. Really appreciate it. And we look forward to see you anytime you're here. Bhagwan's blessings always. Today, Anita Parshram and Suresh Parshram, you know them, Anita and Suresh from our Mandir. They're giving thanks to Bhagwan for blessing them with a grandson. I tell Anita, well, Anita, now you turn Nani. Can you imagine Anita turn Nani? Anita ji, we would like to wish you lots of blessings, Shuji Bhagwan's blessings, you and Suresh, and Tina and her family. Hope they're doing well. Bhagwan's blessings to all of you, and thank you for reaching out. And we send you the Lord's blessings to you, Tina's home and all your family members' home this evening. And also, the Rajkumar family is giving thanks this evening, praying and giving thanks, and ask Bhagwan to bless their children, Reena and Aryan. The Rajkumar family who are here, they always support us in so many ways. Anyways, they always support us in so many ways. And today we pray that Bhagwan bless their children, Reena and Aryan. They always are very supportive to us here as well. But regardless, God bless you. Bhagwan's blessings always. And of course, our in-house sponsors, Auntie Kamal and Auntie Indrani, who are sponsors this evening. Bhagwan's blessings on them. And Nirmala, Lakshmi, of course, and Dara and their family, who every Monday they'll be here for Shravan to be sponsors. Bhagwan's blessings to them as well. Let us all stand, everyone, for Arti. The Shrotas will lead with the Arti, followed by everyone else. Yani kani cha papani janmani karkritani cha tani sarvani nashyantu pradakshinam pade pade.
Om Jai Shiva Omkara Swami Hari Shiva Omkara Jai Shiva Omkara Swami Hari Shiva Omkara Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva Arvadani Dhara
करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि शिव 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 शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो महादेव शम्भो महादेव शम्भो महादेव शम्भो महादेव शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो शिव 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 शम्भो करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितम् अविहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शम्भो गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। बोले गणपति भगवान की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, सियाभय रामचंद्र की, श्री गुरु भगवान की, नवग्रह देवता की, लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की, गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, नव दुर्गा माता की, सूर्य नारायण स्वामी की, सत्यनारायण भगवान की, सरस्वती माता की, महालक्ष्मी माता की, जयकारा शेर वालिदा बोल साचे दरबार की। नमः पार्वती पतये लाउड हर 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 महादेव शंभो। सत्य सनातन धर्म की, सनातन धर्म की, सनातन धर्म की। सबको ये जय जय सीताराम, जय सीताराम, जय सीताराम everyone. Om Namah Shivaya. Aarti will come around. Please take Aarti. Prasad will be given at the door. And please be quiet for 1 minute. We'll just like to do a little video of the lingam to post it on social media. And then all of you will be able to come and take pictures with the lingam. Lynn, please let's take pictures and so before you go. Me and you and your friend and so. And then everybody can go after. Bhagwan blessings.